Welcome back, guys, to the Blackboard Tips for Teachers series. In this video, tip 4, it's going to be about making quizzes. I'm going to look at just a few question types in this video, and then tip 5 will be a few more question types, because otherwise it's a bit overwhelming. I know your first thought probably is, I teach 30 hours a week, I don't have time to make quizzes. I completely agree with you. That being said, I'm going to show you some of the quizzes and some of the features of the quiz making tool. And like I said before, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on multiple choice and the easy questions. I think they're kind of self-explanatory, but I'm going to look at a few different things that will hopefully help you if you find time and if you decide to make a quiz on Blackboard. Okay, so welcome back to my course. As always, I'm going to show you a little quiz, and then I'm going to show you how to make a little quiz. We will go for this one here, Unit 9, Adjectives, Opposites and Syllables. I warn you now, it's not a perfect example because I was experimenting at this time, but it will at least show you some of the options. Okay, so if I open the quiz, this is what the student will see when they do my quiz. Question 1, they have got 6 adjectives. They just have to type the opposite. So a good question for spelling and a good question for meaning, for vocabulary. It's worth 6 points because there are 6 questions. If they get 3 right and 3 wrong, they will get 3 points. It's kind of self-explanatory. I won't dumb it down too much for you. So, and halas, I'm only going to do one answer. Question 2 is a question with the drop-down menu. How many syllables in these adjectives? And they just choose the number. Beautiful would be 3. This is the same, put the most syllables first, so it's ordering. Fashionable would be number 1, powerful would be number 2. As you can imagine, this was a terrible question in class because old has 1 syllable and fashionable has 4 syllables, and it completely messed with their brains. But I'm just showing you the question type, not the pedagogy behind it. Multiple choice is pretty self-explanatory. My car is I bought it 15 years ago. Choose old. And okay, I finished up with, again, type the correct adjective. Something that looks nice or pretty would be beautiful. Something with a nice style. Could be stylish, could be fashionable. I programmed 2 answers for this, so both would have been correct. And then pictures for vocabulary. My advice is never use this type of question. Which bag is the cheapest? Then they have to click to select the cheapest. This question is a lot of work to make for very, very little gain. So it's called hotspot, but don't use it. And that's it. So you've got different question types. You've got multiple choice, hotspot, type the answer, and select the answer or drop downs for ordering and things like that. Relatively basic question types that I'm only going to explain a couple of them to you. So, how do we do them? How do we make them? Back in my course, edit mode is on, assessment, test, create. I'm just going to give it a generic name because we're just playing around. Blackboard 101, and then down here, submit. And now I have a blank canvas. If I go to create question, I've got about 12 choices. Formula and numeric will be for your math teachers. I have not experimented with these. I have not experimented with either or, essay. File response is where they upload a file to answer a question. I've never experimented with this one either. Fill in multiple blanks is my most frequent one. Fill in the blank, it's kind of the same. I will show you the difference in a minute. Hotspot was the picture one, which I didn't like. Jumbled sentence I will make on the next video, because this is excellent if you're making close activities, which is something the foundation curriculum lacks, so we definitely need some of these. Matching, multiple answer, multiple choice, similar. Opinions I haven't messed with. So, I'm going to choose fill in the blank first. Question title, you don't need a question title. If you're going to organize your system and you've got a big library, it will make your life easier. In fact, it is best practice, but I'm usually making these with a deadline. So all we need to do for this is we type our sentence. My name is Richard, you know this. And we want one of these words to be missing. So if we need a word missing, we have to press the square bracket, open, type something, and then close. I always just go with A, B, C, D, E because I find that simple for me to remember. My name, bracket A, bracket Richard, question done. Make sure it's the square bracket, not the round one. Answer number one would be the missing word, which would be is. If, there's definitely only one answer for this, but if there are sometimes 2 or 3 answers, especially when you have like negatives, my name is not, my name isn't, you need to put 2 answers in. So I'm going to change this one. And now the system's gone haywire. I'm going to say my name, Asma. You guys all know me for sure. My name isn't Asma. Or if I want a second answer, my name is not Asma. Now, whichever one the student chooses will be correct. Case sensitive, not case sensitive. I tend not to choose anything there. And then when you're finished, press submit. Or if you want to make the same question type, submit and create another. Okay? But there is a reason why I do not recommend this question. Also, it's worth 10 points. Change that to 1 point. The reason being, if you wanted to create 10 independent questions like this, it would take you a little bit of time because Blackboard is inevitably slow sometimes. Okay? My preferred method is fill in multiple blanks. Now, in this one, I can type, as the word says, multiple questions. So I'm going to do my name, Richard, her name, Shecha, with a full stop. Well, the amount of quizzes I've made with spelling mistakes. Their names, okay, Fatima and Hessa. So, for those of you that are smart, you will see I put A here and A here. That will freak the system out. You need a different letter in each box. And for those of you that are really smart, you know it's going to be is. Is and is, that's not the best. Well, it's going to be is, it's going to be is, and it's going to be are. Okay, it's not a great question. If I want to change things like font size or font color, I can, but that is taking up more of your time. I do think the fonts are a little bit small, so it is sometimes good to make them bigger. I would not make them red. That was a terrible idea. Okay. Now, 3 questions, so there will be 3 answers, of course. You need to tick this box. If they get 1 answer correct and 2 answers wrong, it will give them credit for the one they got right. If you don't tick this box, you will get a lot of angry students saying, why did I get 0? Because they probably got 6 right and 1 wrong, and it will give them 0 if you don't tick this box. So definitely tick partial credit. Now, you see my questions. The answer for question 1 is going to be is. The answer for question 2 also is. The answer for question 3 are. Okay. So this is faster than creating 10 individual questions. You could make one question with 20 sentences in it. Okay, it's going to save you time rather than submit, save, next question, open, type. You can even type all of your sentences in Word. If you've got them on a worksheet already, copy paste them into the box. You just need to put the A, the B, the C, put the answers, and it's going to be quicker for you. If you want feedback, so you can say be careful with your subject-verb agreement, you can put it in there. But now this question, of course, I'm going to change to 3 marks and submit. Looking at the time of the video, I will stop because it's gone on way too long, but I like this type of question. I think it's a good way to test them. It's a good way to get them typing, spelling, and writing, but not full sentences. Okay. I will just show you what it looks like. So it's going to be OK, Blackboard 101, submit. You can make the rules if you want, show the answers, change any of the settings you like. And it will come at the bottom. It will be hidden until you make it available. And now our quiz looks exactly like this. I don't like this question. I think I should have put the underscores in there for the missing words. But I think it looks nicer this way. Okay. And job done. So clearly, I do not know how to use this one effectively, so ignore all of my advice on question 1. But if you do try anything, my recommendation, multiple blanks, meaning question 2. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about this, or if you're making quizzes and you need some help, check Blackboard help or drop me an email. But thanks very much for watching.